And it also hinders smaller channels, because smaller channels are popping up and hey, maybe have only like 30,000 subscribers. They're just gonna quit altogether because they're not making enough money to even like channels that have like 30. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday. Whoop whoop. I feel better because yesterday I felt like crap because I only slept like 3 hours or 2 hours yesterday. So yeah, I feel better now. I actually felt like crap when I first woke up, but now since I started moving around and ate breakfast, I feel better. Even though I say breakfast, but it's like 4 o'clock because I slept for like 13 hours. It's ridiculous how long I slept, actually. But, yesterday was ridiculous. I got locked out of my house. It was fun, not really. I was out in the cold, it was raining, and I had to walk out to Uncle's house, and he wasn't home, and my phone died, and I couldn't talk to no one. It was just a pain. But I got back in my house, thankfully, in about 30 minutes or so, maybe an hour. So yeah, it was fun yesterday. Not really. But, anyways, guys, let's get this thing started. I will come back in a minute. Hi, guys, I'm back. If you're wondering why the house is a mess, this, and this, and this, and that, because I shredded up all these newspapers, like this. It's basically recycling, but we can't recycle, like, what we do is, we keep all our newspapers, and about every couple months I take them, I shred them all the paper kind, and all the stuff that's plasticky and like rubber, like all the stuff that's plastic and stuff, we put it in another bag, and once we get a bunch of bags, we take them to recycling place and recycle like that. Because technically, they still recycle it as newspaper, which is weird, but they do it. So, and then when we shred it up, we take it, we throw it on our compost pile up there. You saw a couple of videos, well, no, a couple weeks ago, where I raked up a bunch of leaves, and we make compost. So we're making a bunch of compost for spring, so we can. Because in the spring, we have a big garden well, not a big, we used to have a huge garden. This garden is like nothing compared to what my dad used to have. That garden, we used to have a huge garden. And then my dad even had a bigger garden. Like, when my dad was a kid, they had this whole area plowed up. This field down here, which you probably seen outside, they had that whole field up there plowed up in corn. And they also had the field across it plowed up for corn and stuff and tomatoes. And then when I was a kid, when my dad had, we had other people living with us that actually helped take care of it. He was younger, but I could take care of it better because I don't really like gardening too much. They used to have a garden that it started where it is now, maybe even a few feet more that way. And it would come all the way to the, that tree way out there, which probably, and all the way down to it. So it was like a good 100 by 30 feet probably of garden. Now it's like 20 by 20, maybe. I think it's like 20 by 20, maybe. But yeah, it's a whole lot smaller than it used to be. My dad used to have a huge garden. He used to have plant like 4 dozen tomato plants and rows of corn and onions and all kinds of stuff. He used to go crazy. But I don't think I've ever showed you this. But we ordered some more seeds. Look at this. Hold on. We ordered some more seeds. Here, look at this. We got catnip. Hold on, where's that? Where is it at? Oh, here it is. I looked right at it. This is catnip, guys. We're gonna go catnip for the dummies. And you too, Jake. Yeah, you like catnip too? He's like, yeah. Yeah, you're nice and warm, Jake. Warm me up, Jake, because I'm cold. He's like, no. So yeah, I've been shredding newspapers since I woke up yesterday after I got back inside. And I had way too many to shred up because this bag was like, it was filled up now. I'm almost done with it now. But we have this little tiny shredder. We need a bigger shredder. And it gets super hot, and once it gets really, really hot, it takes a long time to cool down, and it gets like hot every 5 minutes, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I had to stop and did it today, and I'm gonna go empty it up there, and probably on the one thing. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will come back in few probably when I go and put the chickens away, because it's almost time to put them away, because it's like 5 o'clock almost. So yeah, I will come back in a few minutes. Actually, guys, I want to say one more thing before I do quit, even though I said I would go come back in a minute, which I did technically. But anyways, YouTube is going to have a lot of issues. I have a feeling YouTube doesn't know what the heck is going to hit them in 2020. January 1st, they're going to have to be compliant with COPPA, which every single person on YouTube has to click either every video on their channel is for kids, every video is not for kids, or you go through and select every single video for either kids or not for kids, if you have like a mix between kids and non-kids videos. I think I'm safe because I've never made videos for kids. I daily vlog. I try not to cuss my videos, but I do cuss every once in a while because it slips. I used to play Minecraft games, but all of them are private for the most part. Minecraft games. I used to play Minecraft, but all of them are private for the most part because they're really, really bad. Yeah, so I think I'm safe, but there is going to impact a lot of people. Like, if you say your channel is for kids, right? Because you have to do this. Because if you do not do this, you will be fined $45,000 up to $42,000 per video. Like, if you have 1,000 videos on your channel, and the FTC funds out, and every video, they fine you $42,000, that is just, no, don't even do the math. That's just way, way, way too much. Like, I don't think most YouTubers could afford $42,000. Unless you're, like, super, super big, then you can do it. But if you're that big, then you have lawyers. Like, if you have 10 million subscribers, you should have a lawyer on, like, standby for YouTube crap. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's what I would do. Even, like, 1 million subscribers, or even 5. Like, I think if I ever get that big, I think I would probably consult, especially now, more than ever, like, I would consult a lawyer before doing stuff, especially if you have, like, a team, you have, like, a company, like, there's YouTubers have, like, companies now, like, they need lawyers and business insurance, that stuff, so they should be fine, but this is mostly going to affect the smaller creators, like, people with, like, 100,000, or actually, it could affect the big YouTubers today, so decide not to comply with COPPA, like, the toy review channels and stuff like that, and they're like, hey, I don't want to lose, because if you comply with COPPA, YouTube's like, no, we don't want that crap on here anymore, because we're not making no money. YouTube is utterly dropping the ball on this. I know it's not their fault to begin with, but technically it is, because they're the ones that broke the law, and they settled this, and they're like, okay, instead of us getting in trouble again, we're just going to give it to the creators, be like, forget everything we did. Yeah, it's technically their fault. They could do a lot more to help people, but, like, since they don't make money on it now, they're like, no, we don't want your channels now. Since you guys don't make no money, we're not going to have you promote you guys. If you say your channel is for kids, you lose the ability to be found in search. You can't even search that video. The only way you can find their videos is if you search for their channel name, find their channel, and then go to that video you want to watch. Like, their video is unsearchable. They can't add playlist. They can't be added to a playlist. You can't save a video for later. You can't, they lose subscriptions. They lose notifications. Nobody can do get sent out. So now, if they say their channel is for kids, YouTube buries that channel. Their channel's dead. And they lose 90% of their money. 90% of their money. What? In what world is that? What? That's just utterly ridiculous. And it also hinders smaller channels, because smaller channels are popping up and hey, maybe have only like 30,000 subscribers. They're just going to quit altogether because they're not making enough money to even like channels that have like 30 to like 100,000 subscribers. You're only probably making, well, at 100,000 you're probably making pretty good money. But if you have like less than 100,000, then you're probably only making maybe $1,000 a month, maybe $500 a month, maybe, it depends if you do brand deals or not and that stuff, but, yeah, if you're only getting, like, $500 to $100,000, $500 to $1,000 a month, they're just gonna quit YouTube and go get a job. And those small YouTube channels are gonna try, because, if they're not COPPA compliant, they're gonna get sued by the FTC. I can't afford a $42,000 fine. Like, obviously they're not gonna target me, because I'm a way smaller channel than anyone else. They're gonna go after the big channels, because there's no way the FTC has the funding to go after millions and millions and millions of YouTube channels, right? There's no way. So they're going to go after a couple big YouTube channels, bury them in the ground, like, destroy their lives. Like, I have a feeling they're going to go after, like, probably 3 or 4 big YouTube channels, find the crap out of them, take them to court, find the ever-living crap out of them, and that's going to scare everyone else out of existence, like the smaller creators, like, oh, crap, my favorite YouTube channel got messed up. And then it's even going to be worse for the kids, because this is all to protect the kids, but now, no one's going to make any content for kids on YouTube, because why would they? Why would they risk it? And then it's like, the terms are so vague, like, there's a term and it says, oh, even if your content is for secondary viewers of kids. A kid can watch anything, like, any video game. Like, Mario's, like, there's people that play Mario games for a living, and their target, well, they're not really for kids, but they could say, oh, it's Mario, it's for kids, it's ready to eat for everyone, like, Minecraft, like, Roblox, like, what is going on with this? Maybe it won't be as bad as it is. If it's as bad as I think it is, I'm probably going to quit YouTube. If people start getting sued come January 1st, and YouTube just doesn't help out the actual people that want to keep, and YouTube is like, no, we're just burying the content because we're not making money on it. Which is what they did before, when they was making no money for adult content. There's like, oh, we're not making money, we're going to bury your content. Now, you have to stay in this very, very, very fine line between kid, family-friendly, and adult. And you have to be very, very right in the middle, or else you lose your channel entirely, or you get demonetized. There's no winning this. Like, that is severely hindering the smaller channels. Like, it is ridiculous. And without smaller channels, your platform's gonna die. Because that's what makes the platform grow. You have older channels that still are big and popular. They bring in smaller channels, and then they make a big community around them. And then the smaller channels prop up, and they make more people, bring in more people. That's just how it works. You can't just have like the big time YouTubers, because eventually they're going to quit, lose popularity, and there's no one to take their place. Like, it's just how it works. You need, like, the smaller channels to grow and pop up and take the place of the bigger channels, bring even more people to the platform because they're a little bit different, but they got inspired by the bigger channels. So it's just how it works. At least that's how I think it works. Maybe wrong, but this is really bad. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna still make videos for a while, unless it gets really bad and people are getting fined left and right, and they're fining like people with like 100 subscribers and all the other bull crap and stuff like this, and then I'm gonna quit. But as of right now, I'm gonna keep doing YouTube. But I am worried about it because if they do start fighting everyone in existence, which they can, I don't think they actually can. Like, I think it's going to be somewhere down the middle. I think it's going to be, they're going to go after the bigger channels, sue the crap out of them, and it's going to scare up everyone else because they're like, oh crap, they're actually enforcing this. And it's going to make it really bad to be anything. And I think YouTube's going to die. The way it is now. They might change it because they have until December the 8th or whatever, because they extended it to talk to the FTC, send them comments, be like, hey, we don't like this, tell us why, and be like, boom. But, yeah, this is really bad. Anyway, guys, I will come back in a little bit. Now I will come back once I take my dog out. I'm going to throw up this paper. We'll take my dog out for a walk in a few minutes. I'll come back then. So, hi, guys, I'm back. We're going to put the chickens away and take my dog for a walk. Today, I checked to make sure the door wasn't locked before I went outside. And I even got my keys. So if I am locked out, I can get right back in. Yay. Right? No more locked out for me. Yay. I have no idea how I did that. I think because I was having sleep, I felt like crap yesterday. And I actually locked the door when I left, because I remember thinking like, oh, hope I don't lock the door out. And I was like, yeah, and that's exactly what I did. So, hope it didn't lock me out. Yesterday was just horrendous. But, I think we should talk more about what's going to happen to YouTube. Hopefully, hopefully, the FTC doesn't go crazy with YouTube and be like, oh, everything's for kids, every single video game, because they don't understand, like, context. Like, if that's the case, I think it would be fine. But it is going to kill, it's still going to kill a bunch of YouTube channels. Like, all the kid channels are going to be killed because, like, the people that are specifically for kids, like, the toy unboxings and the toy, like that kind of stuff, that stuff for kids. Now, the gray area will be, like, people playing Pokemon games, talking about Pokemon, talking about, like, reviewing, like, Nintendo games, playing Minecraft, Roblox players. That stuff could be a gray area. And there's also, like, some obvious, like, vlog channels out there that are really, really targeted for kids. Like, they're really, really targeting kids. Like, the people that are, like, super flashy and, like, oh, look at this. Oh, we're in the back of a car and blah, blah, and we're dipping 90s in Fortnite and blah, blah, blah. And they do, like, really, really target towards kids. Like, that stuff, yeah, they're going to die off. And, which is bad because YouTube is basically banning them because they're not making no money from it. And they're going to make no content for kids anymore. And that's going to, now kids are going to go on YouTube and find more adult content and no kid content for them to watch. Even though there's a YouTube Kids app, but apparently that's not good enough. But, I don't even know. This is something, it's going to be, YouTube 2020 is going to be a mess. Like, January is going to be a mess. It's going to be all over the place for a little while. And it's going to be rough. Like, YouTube's going to change forever. Even if people don't think it is. Like, some people are okay with it. Other people are flipping out. I'm in the middle. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, if I was making, like, if I had, like, 1 million subscribers, I'd be flipping their crap out, and this was my job. Then I'd be flipping out, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, even YouTube themselves says, hey, if you're worried about this, get a lawyer. Like, what does that say? Like, honestly, if you have, like, 1 million subscribers or more, and you're making, like, buku bucks, like, you should obviously have a lawyer, especially if it's your main job. Like, granted, I know they're expensive, but if you have 1 million subscribers or more, especially, like, the big YouTubers that get, like, 100 million views a month, they can afford a lawyer and keep them on retainer. Like, there's no problem with that. But it's going to really affect the smaller people. The people don't, and animation channels too, like, they're killing animation channels yet again because the algorithm killed them before because it was like, oh, you can't upload, you have to upload every single day, 10 minutes more, play as many ads as possible, and we'll promote your channel. That's what it was. But then, YouTube changed the algorithms, like, oh no, and then it's like, because most animations aren't more than 10 minutes long because it takes a lot of effort to do animations. Like, it takes a really long time to do, like, a 5-minute animation and be good. Like some animation channels got around it by just barely animating it and just changing like their like 2 or 3 frames of animation, that's it, and then just talking over it, which is good. But like the true animation channels, they actually got and animate like good stuff, that would take weeks and months and stuff to do a 5-minute video, especially if it's good. Like, yeah, it's a lot of time, which YouTube doesn't like. And now YouTube's like, oh, any cartoons in your video? Boom, kids automatically. Like, animation channels are getting hit hard again. Like, I feel sorry for anyone who's done that. Like, this is bad because YouTube was promoting the friendly kid stuff like crazy. And be like, oh, you gotta be family friendly for like 3 or 4 years now. People made their whole channels around that because that's what was wanted. And then they punished the adult people that was making more adult themes. And now they're flipping the switch like, oh, you can't make kids anymore. Boom, you're dead. Like, what is left? Are they just promoting like the Jimmy Kimmels and the Jimmy Fallons and the talk shows and the Dr. Phil's and stuff like that because they know it's safe? Like, is that what YouTube is now? Just cable TV? I guess that's what it takes now, I guess. Be on YouTube is be a talk show host or a celebrity that's already has existing stuff. Now, if you're a kid celebrity, you can't do that. YouTube. Again, this isn't, well, it is YouTube's fault, but it's really not because they're just enforcing the rules now because they broke them because they're idiots. Hard to tell how much money like the FTC actually wanted because this was a settlement for $140 million. So hard to tell how much they actually wanted. Like, they didn't say how much they actually wanted to sue them for. But yeah, they settled for $140 million and to incorporate all these new acts and stuff into the YouTube algorithm. Am I still talking? Yes, I am. Make sure my phone didn't die. Come on, Jake. You gonna use the bathroom or not? Jake, you use the bathroom or not? Come on. Jake, we gotta go put the chickens away. Come on. Come on, Jake. I'm tired of messing with you. You're not gonna do nothing. Come on. It's dark. I gotta go put the chickens away. But yeah, this is going to be super, super bad. Like people are going to lose their job. People are going to stop doing YouTube. It's just really, really bad. YouTube is honestly, if they don't fix it or they don't change the rules, or depending on how much the FCC actually enforces this and what happens in the first year, YouTube could die in the next couple years because no one's going to want to do it when they could risk getting fined. 3, 4, 5. Like, no one's going to want to do YouTube if, like, oh, if I make one mistake, bam, FTC steps in and I lose $42,000 a video. Like, that's just a crap ton of money. I don't think, like, even, like, the big creators could afford that. Like, even if you're making $10, $20 million a year, because some of them do that. Like, those are top. Like, could you afford, like, if you have, like, 3,000 videos, and all of them get flagged by this season, you get sued for $42,000 a video? That's, like, a lot of money. Like, I don't think anyone could afford that. It's also really going to affect, like, smaller channels, like me, that are afraid to get into YouTube because they definitely can't afford it if something bad happens. I don't even know if I should even keep doing YouTube. It's, like, a bad thing. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be safe in this because I haven't done any kid-friendly stuff. I cuss in some of my videos. I try not to. I try to keep it clean because I want everyone to be able to watch it, not just, like, it's mostly for, like, kids my age and adults and stuff. Like, that's what I always do. Made videos for people my age, and the FTC's why doesn't understand that. Anyway, guys, I'll come back in a minute. Alright, guys, I'm back. Let's talk some more about this. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to go after every single YouTube video because obviously they can't do that. And they're obviously not going to come after me because I'm just 100 subscribers. I'm not making any money on YouTube anyways because I'm not even monetized. But, like, the people with even, like, I think they're going after, like, the tippy top, like, 1 million plus, or maybe even, like, yeah, probably 1 million plus, those big guys, and they're going to probably sue the ever-living crap out, especially if they don't comply and they actually, like, found out their channels are actually for kids. Like, maybe Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they could get in trouble because they're like, targeting kids, obviously, because, like, they even, like, say, like, their audience is 8 to, like, 14-year-olds or whatever they said. So, yeah, they're obviously targeting kids, and the way they make their video is always targeted towards kids, and which is not good because they're going to get, well, yeah, like, I don't like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I don't like type of stuff, but I can understand they're good for the platform because any eyes you have on your platform is good, even if it's not, like, the best stuff. But it just, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm in a situation right now where I can actually wait and see. But like I said, if I had 1 million subscribers, or this is my job, I would be worrying the freaking crap out of what's gonna happen, because you know how the government is. They ever get the government, especially U.S. government, they overreact for everything. If the government ever gets involved in the U.S., they go absolutely ballistic. And YouTube's using machine learning to help find out what videos could be targeted for kids, and you all know how good that is. And the FCC had a statement saying like, "Oh, we have aggressive software to comb through all the videos and see what's kid friendly." They're just gonna look at thumbnails and stuff. Apparently, like one report says, if your thumbnail is catchy and colorful, like every thumbnail is colorful, and because you want people to click on your video. I think my thumbnail is as colorful as possible because I want people to click on my video, because colorful thumbnails stand out. Like, boom, kids, you're banned. Like, what? And then I guess like if they, like I said, I think they're gonna target like the tippy top of the YouTube like people. They're going to sue the living crap out of them if they don't comply. And yeah. And YouTube doesn't help the situation because they just wash their hands and they're like, nope, we're done. It's on you guys. Figure it out yourselves. And, which is bad. They could have easily been like, it's just bad. But, I'm not against COPPA because it's a good thing to protect kids, you know, because kids don't know any better. Like, they also shouldn't, well, the whole, I don't know. It should be the parents, like, thing, like, oh, you don't want your kids on YouTube? Or you're getting targeted, don't let them on. Like, how hard is that? Nothing in the U.S. is like, nope, it's the government's job to see what the kids watch because, yeah. It's just something. It's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, I will come back in a little bit. I'm going to go in the vlog. The video is kind of short because I didn't really feel like talking about much today. And now I'm worried about this day of YouTube. Like, I want to be big on YouTube. Don't know if I ever will now because YouTube is messing itself up. Like, I don't even know. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm going to cut back into the vlogs. Wow. Alright, guys, I'm back. We're outside tonight because it's not that cold out here, and I think my phone will be fine. But, anyway, guys, COPPA is going to change YouTube forever, even if it's for the worst, best, who knows. Maybe it won't change that much. Maybe they won't go after everyone hardcore like they say they are. They say they're going to go after everyone like super hardcore. Who knows what's actually going to happen. But I'm worried for everyone that does YouTube, because a lot of people, this is their job, and it's just, yeah. Anyways, guys, enough about that. If you like today's vlog, remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and make sure to come out to you guys tomorrow. Whoop.